Dull.
What? That's weird, it said dull and then it started dinging.
Here.
Here.
Clock.
Clock? No way. No way, it fucking said clock. Yeah, you're right, sorry. Yeah, you're right, it's 5 o'clock. Well done. Excellent, that. Well done. That was a great answer, that, by the way. So obviously it's Halloween now. I'm at this church today. I think it's St James's in Middleton. There's so much history about this church and everything that I've been told about this church. I've never been here, so I don't know. So obviously it's my first time in Middleton. So across from me is like, I think it's called the Old Boar's Head or something. And I've heard so many stories about that pub as well. But so we're gonna have a look around and see what we get. I've never been here, so I know nothing. So I'll have to do maybe a little bit of research. But this video is like a prop video for if I have to come back at night time, so I usually come back in the day to try and have a look around and see if anything's out of the ordinary. So with that being said, we're going to go up to the church in a minute. I'll show you the pub quick, and we'll go up to the church and we'll have a look around and see if we can find anything that's not normal. And that's how you start these things, really. So but yeah, so I'll show you around now. So that's the church over there. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. This is Jubilee Park I'm in at the minute. It's a bit windy today, so if you get a gust of wind, there's not much I can do. So that's the pub there. You can tell like how old it is. I think it's like probably the oldest pub in Rochdale, but don't quote me on that. I'm not quite sure. There's people that know more about that pub than I will. So, but yeah, if anyone wants to say anything about that pub, that'd be great. Look, it looks pretty spooky actually. It looks like the ancient Ram Inn to a point. I don't know if you know the ancient Ram Inn, but it's the oldest, it's most haunted place or one of the most haunted places in the UK, which I think is in Wales. So underneath the floor there's supposed to be like a cellar, not a cellar, but it's all supposed to be underground from the pub, I believe. So there's supposed to be a big basement or whatever. So we'll be looking out for them words. We'll see what words come out of the tube. But I've got no idea basement will come through. Ceremony will come through, all the stuff that usually comes through. Well, this is something to do with Middleton flood. Someone died, obviously. I think it was now Fred Hall, who drowned whilst engaged in rescue work during the flood. Charles Heaton, Joseph Stansfield, who all drowned. Can't work out what that says there at the bottom. Something in pace. And you can tell it's Halloween with all the leaves on the floor. That's a lovely park. So I think you go up this way to the church, right? You alright, pal? How'd you get up to the church? Is it that way? You know the church there, my mate? How'd you get up to it? Do you know? Do you have to walk up that way? Yeah, cheers, mate. Nice one. Nice dog, mate. He didn't really want to say much. Right, so I don't actually know how you get up to the church. He said, I think so. So I'm totally lost at the minute. I don't know. I ain't got a clue where I'm going. And this is what's good about daytime. Gives me some kind of map. Oh, we've got a graveyard here. Right, start using the tube and see what we get. So I've heard so many stories, all different kinds of stories about this church, about the graveyard, different stories about the pub, all about ghost stories, stuff like that. Anyway, let's crack on with the video and see what we find, Step one. So we've just come from our little journey from over there. So I just want to go through some stories that I've heard about this church.
Hand.
Do you want to hold it?
Do you want to play?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I love
What?
What? 1 second. Right, so we've got some new equipment here. So this is like the KK, this is like the K2 reader but better. So it's KKM 825. So we'll just, so I've used this already, so I know what it does. So what we're after, a red beep. So if it starts beeping and it for no reason, so up at the top there is 0, so that's electrons, and down here is milligauss. So if I'm near a plug socket, that's going to start going up. If that's not going up, yeah, and that is, then there's obviously stroke. There's obviously something setting it off that's not electrical or positive electrons.
Karma.
Wow. It's one old pathway, this. Is it locked?
Speak.
They're probably magnet pings off the fence. Nah.
Invisible.
We'll have a look in a minute. I don't really want to go in because the graves are on the other side, so I want to go in there really. So let's do it. Someone over there, let's have a look. I don't know if it's part of the fence. I don't think it is. It looks like Let's just try another filter. You get some kind of electric field back there. It might have just been my phone. I don't think it was, you know. So that started going up then. So it looks like the grass needs cutting, doesn't it? I'm talking this frequency. I don't even know which way to go. Right, in fact, let's just carry on for a minute. Well, there's an interesting grave over there for a start. I'm being drawn over there for some reason. So I'll put this camera on in a minute. I'll be able to there'll be things happening, but just gotta be careful that there's not graves. Which one was it? What is this one? I can hear dripping water then. Like literally. This one. Where is it? Samuel Barrow. Right, let's try this less. So what I'm trying to do is investigate whether the mappings in are a person or whether it's a grave. Oliver, can you make the device, Spike? You know what it is? Yeah, I've just obviously lost two files. Oliver, is that you? Can you go to that device if it's you? So what I believe these are like structure captures, and they're just capturing things in a distance. But there's one interesting capture on this one where it looks like there's pushing, but there's no really knee capture. So that's why I believe it's a structure. Looks like someone's pushing. So if you look at the knee, there's no real knee distinction. Sometimes you usually get that, but that's why I think this is a structure capture. It's just obviously because there's nothing. It's in the structure, not coming out of the structure. So I just think that's a structure capture. Right, so if you don't know the SLS, it's obviously mapping my eyes in, so we'll try and have a look. Sometimes it's harder in graveyards because it'll map the part of the grave in, but sometimes I have to try and tell the difference between both. Sometimes what you'll see is they'll be crying over the grave. I've seen this before. Oh, there's a footpath here, look. Let's go around with the box. I think this one being the oldest churches. There's been a lot of masonry work over time, as you can tell with the graves. The designs have changed for different people. Obviously, I wonder what it's like at night time, and I'm sure we'll find out soon. You want to talk? I can hear your voice. So the white's probably it's a soldier that from World War, I think it's 1944. It might be World War II. You a soldier? That's what we want. We don't want a reply. It could be sounds from the church or whatever that. I'm not quite sure. But I've heard that smashing sound before. You always get it in graveyards. Right, see what else maps in. What? Like there's stuff mapping in all over the place. And there's nothing there, do you know what I mean? Like beneath me and that. I'm gonna stand still now because I don't know what that's actually what it's trying to map in. I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's the it's mapping in the grave, although it looks so much like a figure. Let's try some more tube. Just want to have a look at these. Like the mapping's in it. Obviously, it's just constant. So it's pointless really, because I know there's figures obviously with the edge of the graveyard, and it's quite common this in graveyards. See, that's not doing that now. Oh yeah, it is. So you can see there's like an old mill over there, and there's Middleton and there's Manchester.
Singing.
Singing. It probably would be over there.
Shine.
Shine.
Island.
See, it's all coming through now. So what I'm trying to say is, I even forgot what I was saying now, because the EVPs were coming through.
Dress.
Dress. Oh, was it singing? So I forgot now. Let's have a look anyway. Let's have a look at some more. So we're going to have to do a night do, I think. So I heard, tell you the story now, I heard, if it's this church, there was some ornaments or something in the front of the church, and I think it was something to do with the Knights Templars. Someone stole one of them, and it was two lads, and one of them died on the way back on a bike, and then the other dude brought it back. Obviously they were messing around, taking a piss, and you know, I'm sure I just heard something down there then.
Lord.
Lord. Probably the Lord punishing them for what they did. Let me just add to that, so it's obviously part of the 7 deadly sins, thou shalt not steal. That's if this story is true. I'm not sure if this story is actually true or not. It's just something I heard, like you know, one of them ghost story things. Yes, that's that one. Unless the ashes, I can't see that happening, to be honest. I don't think that. You never know. There could have been grave robbers or whatever. So I'm trying to work out how big this graveyard is. Still more grass down here. Can you come and communicate on this frequency? So what it do? Is it stop here or something? So this must be the boundary wall. Yeah. Right, let's try again. Back up this time. Is that part of a grave that? That's a shame that when that happens. Right, I'm convinced this is another structure capture, but I'll just check it out just in case it's not. I'm unsure what that is. It's probably the grave or whatever, but it looks like a figure for real. And that was sparking that then. Yeah. We went to 7 then. And that's not doing it. Yeah, it is. Can you go after that reader again, like you was just doing then? Yeah, it does touch it right at the end. If you have a look here, just as the clip goes. Is that you by your grave? Is it James? That's gone off now. That.
Hello, Basil. Who are they?
You were there. I'm not sure. That was a bit of a shocker. That just coming out of nowhere like that. Who are they? I'm not sure who they are. Do you know who they are? I think that's James.
Not here.
Not here. Oh, James not here? No. There's been electrons coming out of that, but it's not been that high. It's a big monument that's sat there at the minute, so we'll just leave them be. I think it's something to do with just a little bit of that. This must be the pathway when you walk up, so I'm going to walk back in a minute. There's a couple more graves here, so I'm going to walk back up with a box now. There's not much, to be honest. I'm sure it's different at night. It's well worth a walk up here at night time. Right, I'm having equipment failure now, so I've just come off my equipment, and we'll just have to salvage what we can from the video. So yeah, it's been a bit of a. I wouldn't say that it's like it's daytime in it, so you're not going to get much, but there's definitely one or two things that don't add up by this church or this graveyard, and one of them is obviously my equipment. One of them was that, it's just going off when it wants, when there's nothing triggering it. But obviously I have to come back at night. There's mappings in constantly, but I can't make out what's a grave and what's a spirit. Yeah, we'll just have another quick look around here. But yeah, and then we'll end the video.
Doll.
What? That's weird. It said doll and then it started dinging.
Here.
Here.
Clock.
Clock? No way. No way. It fucking said clock. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. It's 5 o'clock. Well done. Excellent, Nat. Well done. That was a great answer, that, by the way. That clock EVP hit right on the bell of that when the bell went, and that for me is, what are the chances of that?
Am I a ghost? 4.
Yeah, I think you are. Yeah. Can you tell me your name? So we just finish on the tube, just to see whatever else I can capture. Lots of names around here. And this is it, really. A lovely church. Right, so I'm going to end the video now because I don't want to make it too long. But yeah, first visit here. It's definitely It's definitely a feel for a presence at night. There's just something saying, "Come back at night, come back at night, come back at night." So that's what we'll do.
Gun.
Gun. Not usually get that around churches. No, I've had it around churches before.
Friend. Games. Dog.
Anyway, so I'm going to tell you the best bit.
Thread.
Is when the clock went off at 5 o'clock and it said, he keeps saying that, he said in danger before and it said threat. So anyway, the clock went off at 5 o'clock and it went clock. Wow, that was pretty good to be honest. So there's definitely intelligence found here. Yeah, so I think it's time to go now. Time to end a video over a return video coming. I think you get down there, don't you? Right guys, nice for watching. We'll be back here soon, night time. Should be a good one. So we'll check out the graveyard when it's at night time. Spirits will be more comfortable then, it should be able to get some more evidence, and it can bring the book as well, so we'll see what the book does. It usually kicks off in the great, well, I won't say kick off, it's probably
Food.
Food, yeah, it's food in it for you. It's got electrons, so that's probably what it is.
Busy.
Busy. Right, I'm going now. So nice talking to you. Nice talking to all of you. We're back soon. Look at the oldness of that wall. It must have been replaced over time, that, because you got red brick with black brick. So obviously the part of that wall must have collapsed or whatever, I don't know, and they've just remade it, whatever. Right, it's time to go. And yeah, see you all soon as we return in the future. Here.
Clock.